Put your headphones back on.
Huh.
Hey, what's the link to this? So you sent me the link?
Yeah, I'm about to send it to
What's
you
the
right now.
link? Can you send it so she can share? Sipping on this shit. I know they both. They
Lord.
don't fuck with him. They got some long hair. Till Z came in, he got some fucking long hair. Jay still in this bitch. He got some fucking short hair. It don't fucking matter because we still fucking everywhere. Random flow, random shit. They ain't really know that your boy can spit. I just like literally be talking shit. Jump up in this thing, I might make a flip. Then I'm gone, dipping out. What they talking about? JB, come on, man. You know you got some bars.
You did say you was finna start recording music again.
Kit Kat. Don't encourage that shit.
100.
Okay, we'll just put it.
Kit Kat. I got a Kit Kat. Them bars. Bars is like chocolate. Oh look, I was about to start.
Nobody. You ain't been start shit.
I was about. Okay.
Stop your shit.
Fuck it then. www.lovethenumber2jamradio.com. We are back in the building. This your boy, I Am Justice Born.
It's Cranston.
And the queen behind the scenes. Smelling like mustard greens.
I don't smell like no motherfucking mustard greens. You got me fucked up, JB. I'll knock your light skin right off your body.
Well, damn. So violent.
Handy is. Damn, I said I wasn't going to slap. See how quickly my resolution?
You did say that.
Do you see?
But technically, you did not slap
Being around Jason, yeah.
Listen, man.
Really?
Years.
What you know? Hold on, what you know?
And our guest in the building, Miss Capricorn _ Nisha RN. Is that how we do it? Is that what it is?
That's how we do it.
Capricorn _ Nisha
NISHA
_ RN.
He make you want to do something to him, right? That's what you just said.
Something about his face.
Somebody's face?
This is like
damn. That's
a punchable
the
face.
light skin.
It's a light face.
Tell them how you really feel in 2023, Dan.
I'm just playing.
Every time you introduce yourself and you say RN, you should change to RN.
Real nigga.
Every single time.
Should I say real nigga?
Like Weezy F, and the F is for whatever the fuck I want.
Right now.
I'm going to think on that.
Yeah, you just come up with a bunch of.
Don't think that the RN just registered nurse. You mean real nigga.
Right.
And get on their ass. What you mean?
Yeah.
Or it can mean right now.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Right now on your ass.
Right now on your motherfucking ass.
On your motherfucking ass, nigga.
Yeah.
What made you want to be on RN or be in the nursing period?
Actually, I love caring for people and educating them, especially our people. And my grandmother was a nurse practitioner, so
it's a generational thing. You just following the
almost because my mom wasn't, but
but you know they say you skip every.
Yeah, because my daughter is not with it. She wants to be a clinical psychologist. She does not want to be an RN at all.
You working 80 hours a week?
No, I actually work 3 days a week.
3 days a week?
Yeah.
Yeah, she worked them long. It was 12 hours, right?
12-hour shifts.
Right, because this is what. Anyway,
yes, at a rough hospital,
3 days
downtown
on,
Houston.
2 days off. You do the floating shift.
Emergency room,
I'm an emergency room nurse.
So, okay, not to get in your pockets, but that's a little north of 70K. We'll just put that out there. You know what I'm saying? And so you're single because you're not married. You know what I'm saying?
Mama says.
That's what your mama say, right? And she did say that. Damn. So I want to know, what is it like for a single woman, because she's not married, out here in the Houston streets? What is like meeting men and, talking to guys, and, how does that whole dynamic work with you?
It's quite interesting. There's some characters out there. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
What cartoon?
It looks like it's almost like there's pools that are there's like the water is murky and brown, and you don't know if there's an alligator in there or it could be a shark.
Alligator.
It could be a shark. I mean, somebody could have brought a shark and put it in their piranhas. You just don't know. It could be goldfish.
Could be anything.
We don't know.
You're right.
You just don't know.
So do you just put your toe in,
goldfish?
or I'm just
goldfish?
putting my toes in.
Okay.
I'm just dipping my toes in. There's some goldfish in there too.
Could be some beta fish.
Some beta fish.
This nigga said beta fish. Nigga, really, nigga?
Fighting fish.
What the fuck is a beta fish?
Fighting
fish. Fighting fish. Okay.
They usually put 2 of them in the tank.
Yeah. And one kills the other.
One kills the other one. Yeah.
So are you traditional, for lack of a better phrase, like the whole,
what does that even mean?
Traditional means monogamous. It means tradition. Oh, dating and white picket fucking fences on my knee, give you a ring. Traditional.
I would say I'm traditional.
Okay.
I very much am. So I like to date it one person at a time. I feel like when you start dating multiple people, it kind of gets confusing.
How?
Is that not what dating is?
That's exactly what dating is supposed to be.
It is. I think everybody's definition is different. I think because sometimes it's so easy now to just be like, okay, well, he done messed up. He did this. Well, let me just, go over here and see what this guy has to offer. Let me go talk to him versus, trying to see if y'all can.
That's not your husband.
It's not.
You work through shit with your husband.
I agree, but I think that's all about the foundation.
Okay, my bad. Let me say something. 1 second. Isn't problem resolution like something you should work on though, like on a regular basis, regardless of what the situation is, so you can know how you work through situations?
No, because not every person is worth the effort or the energy. You could be using that energy for something else.
But it's not about them though. You are using the energy. It's not about. Okay, right. Wait. Let me say something. So look, I don't think it like when you're working through something. I don't really think it's about that person. It's more along the lines of, by the way, you're just passing that along. Thank you.
It's supposed to come.
No, I'm just letting you know. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, right.
Oh my God.
No, I'll tell you after you know what I'm saying, play the next video. But what I'm saying is that's problem resolution. I think that's not even about the person. It's more about you on how you approach things and work through them and talk to this individual and say, okay, I'm not going to go off the handle. I'm gonna try to see it from their perspective, or try to talk to them in a manner to where I can understand where they're coming from, so maybe I could better approach the situation. Right. Bottom line.
You have to understand, you're two different people.
How do people date though? Like, how long do you talk to someone on the phone and shit before you say, hey, we're gonna go out, and decide that, hey, we gonna start doing shit?
I don't think there's really a time limit on it. I think that, you should at least give something a year.
Mm-hmm.
How you gonna say no time limit then say a year?
I'm just saying if somebody is looking for a number, I would say a year.
But
I don't think there's a time limit.
But what if we've been rocking and after 4 months, I'm like, yo, I want to marry this chick?
I think most men know within the first couple of months whether or not they want to marry the woman that they've been with. So, that's just my perspective. It doesn't mean that you're going to pop the question, but I think you know in your mind that, that's the person. Consider in the dating pool, like I said, we got piranhas and sharks.
What are we doing here?
Lord, she back to this motherfucker.
I'm just saying, some goldfish. Maybe you're a goldfish.
For the people that's tuning in, where am I right here? For the people that's tuning in, it's not really a pool. You know what I'm saying? There's not amphibian and fish and all that other shit in there.
There's some amoebas in there too.
She said
T-Rex.
Barracuda, nigga.
Barracudas.
It has what? Monogamy?
Monogamy has never been traditional.
Monogamy has never been traditional.
I just think that Facebook and social media has just completely obliterated what things are supposed to be, and relationships and dating.
So do you have some weird, or I guess unique or funny dating or men meeting stories that you could possibly share with us? Because we're curious. Yes. You know what I'm saying? A woman of your.
Because considering, I live in downtown Houston, so I meet some characters. You get men that think because they have a lot of money that they are entitled to you, to touch you instantly, that you're going to come to their place and, be with them because there's some big honcho at Google or some financial institution. And to me, that just doesn't move me because, I'm doing things on my own. So, what else do you have to offer me? I need some loyalty.
Then it'd be this right here.
Okay.
You hear that? Right outside of the pool.
Cricket.
Man, first, can I interject?
Absolutely.
Before you interject, go ahead. Can you introduce yourself, sir? No, because I missed him on the intro. That's my bad. That's why I'm.
Now you good. It's Monzel DeAndre.
Hey man, see
my nigga.
Monzel DeAndre. I ain't gonna say the whole name. I'm gonna say that for y'all tonight. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Put it in your mouth. No. But yeah.
Wait, what?
What you gotta say, my brother? What you gotta say?
But I'm thinking. Okay, so listen, and this is not to sound facetious or anything. This is not to down what you're saying or any woman that's independent. But I personally believe that now with these, especially recent experiences, if you don't have no money in your pocket, like that's not even really a conversation that even gets started. If we're being honest, Like, if we're being completely honest, to get a woman like you, like that's in that tax bracket that you're talking about, he gonna need to have some ends. Let's be real. Now, I'm not saying that he should use those like, okay, I got it like that. Maybe he shouldn't be obnoxious about it, but at the same time, more than likely, not saying you, I ain't talking about nobody in the room. I'm just saying more than likely that particular female that's at that level, she wants someone who can match her at that level. So it sounds really weird when I hear women that are in that particular tax bracket and they're like, well, you got money and that don't faze me and yada, yada, yada. But in reality, you're not dating no broke niggas out here. So let's just be completely real about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Levy, you're not dating no broke niggas out here. Let's
I've
be
dated
completely
some
real.
broke niggas in the
But
past.
you are not going to date broke
I'm
niggas.
just saying.
Okay, I mean, well,
I've
you
been
know what?
catfished with
Women,
niggas' pockets.
That
where
makes
niggas
sense.
pretend that they
That
got
makes
money.
sense.
Date up.
Huh?
He
Guys
made
date
sense.
down and women date up.
He made sense though. I
That
just wanna
doesn't
say
that doesn't make sense though in a
That's
way.
how it is.
What? How he
Well,
don't make sense? That
what
made
he-
perfect sense.
Go ahead,
what he's
Queen.
saying makes sense, right? So
Mhm.
for me, I prefer that you make at
Say it.
least
Mhm.
what I make. I
Mhm.
do. I prefer that because
Because
I
what?
live a certain kind of lifestyle. I like
Yep.
to spoil myself. There's things I like to do for myself.
Mhm.
And then I noticed that a problem with dating a man that does not, at least where I'm at,
They don't understand.
they don't understand it and they feel inferior.
Right.
And I need you to be confident.
Right.
So you need like
and where
$30
you're
plus
at.
dollars, fellas. $30+ an hour is what she's telling you.
Ooh!
That ain't
I mean,
enough.
but
So in
don't-
real five.
but don't get me wrong.
That means you need 3 jobs.
I'm not. I don't want to sit up here and say that I might not fall in love with a plumber. I don't know. I'm not saying
Hey, hold
I'm not out
Plumbers,
here.
plumbers make.
I'm not out here
Not enough.
looking. That's not a
Plumbers
question
make
I'm
good money.
asking. I'm not asking you how much money do you make. I'm watching how
Master
you move.
plumbers make good money.
So because you'd be surprised at the people that have money that don't look like they have a dime. So I've learned that. With a lot of friends.
So,
So,
I mean,
where do you find,
Are you
where
going
do
to
you
City
find
Trend,
these
like,
men in your tax bracket though? Where do you find these men?
So when I'm like bored, and I usually get on dating apps and things like that. I really just look at their pictures. They're kind of like where they're at. If they like to travel, you can kind of tell that. Just some of their experiences with friends. It just depends on the pictures. I don't know. Some things catch my eye. I don't really read what they have to say because it's always whining about. Well, I'm not going to do this if you're the woman that, wants to get money from you. You're catfishing with your, they always got something that they're crying about. So I don't look at that. I just look at their picture just to kind of see where their life is. And that's how I choose you. And then I just,
But you know that they only gonna post and put out the pictures they want you to see.
Everybody does that though.
Yeah, right.
Everybody
Which is
everybody do that?
Everybody does that.
Because you're not gonna put out Lovey.
You see my you be
Hold on,
watch if
hold
you
on.
watch my stories.
Hold on. But
If you watch my stories,
Nah, people friends. You
so
see,
so check it out. Why you not on camera right now?
I'm
Why you
the
not?
same
Why you don't
nigga.
have yourself on camera
Because it's
regularly?
not my show.
Really, nigga.
Why do I want to be on every
I was
show?
just
Like,
telling my
You
boy.
ain't been. We're not talking about your Facebook. We're talking about your POF profile, my nigga.
Ooh.
what's a
That's what
POF? I don't got that.
Listen, I was just telling my boy, it's female.
Yes, he being
Go ahead,
funny.
go
I
ahead.
don't got that.
Hold on. Hey.
I've even told you this before about, we ain't gonna say no names. Some people look good on social media, and then you get around them and you like, oh shit.
Facts, bro.
Like big
That
difference,
is
you know what I'm
very
saying?
true.
Big
Bro.
difference.
Very true.
And it's like, damn, on social media, you be like, yo,
Right.
shorty fucking but you see him in person, you like,
I be stop crushing them
"Damn."
quick. I be like,
Right,
damn.
All
right.
the ugly dudes with beards leave with them.
Now
money.
don't give me.
Ah.
Oh, damn, that's fucked up.
Oh
I'm ugly dude with beards leave with that money, bro.
my
Hey,
goodness.
good
Unfortunately,
thing I'm not ugly.
you know,
I do have a beard.
I feel like
I do
I'm
have a beard.
conflicted because it's like I understand what you're saying, like, but it's like, damn, in my experience, niggas that got bread like that are like some of the shittiest people I ever met in my life.
You know why?
You know what I'm saying? Because they got money.
No, it's not because they got money. It's because when they was broke and they didn't have shit,
Nobody
they
wanna
was
fuck
getting
with
shitted on and chicks
Right.
wasn't fucking with them.
Right.
So now they got money. They remember when they got shitted on.
They Mike Jones now.
Mike
That's
Jones.
just what it is.
Can I say
Mike
something?
Jones.
Can I say
True.
something?
Yeah.
But it's true.
I can
though.
personally attest.
I'm saying that's what it is. Like
Me too.
you ain't got no bread.
But-
Shorty don't want to fuck
but-
with you, but now
But
she see.
hey,
Now
but
she
why
sees
would
you.
why would she want to though? Why would you?
True.
I wouldn't want a woman to fuck with me when I ain't got shit.
Nah,
But
I'm-
you should. That's
now,
what I'm saying.
okay, I'll say this now that I'm 40. I'll say now that I'm 40, like
okay.
I understand women who don't want to deal with a broke man. Like, why would you want to invest into somebody who ain't got that?
Listen, let me tell y'all something.
When I go buy
A man's value, I don't think a man's value.
At one time.
No, we cannot. I don't think a man's value should be necessarily based on his ability to fucking have a 9-to-5 or have a monetary income. Now, when it comes to like decision making abilities, how he treats me, you know what I'm saying? Like the materialistic shit, I'm over that. Like I'm over it.
Can he protect you if somebody try to snatch your purse?
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. A nigga don't gotta be financially just like eye to eye because that shit to me that shit don't.
Hold on. Let me say something.
Because tomorrow the whole money system could crash.
It could.
And you gonna be left with a nigga that don't know how to change a tire, don't know how to fucking cook, can't hunt, can't do shit for you. You feel what I'm saying?
So look. Let me say something. I always talk about that when men are categorized to a monetary value. It's like, hey, your value is based on what you make. I have women till this day that will call me or text me or some shit and be like, hey, I need something shit done on my fucking car. Like when I was, dealing with them like that, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna go do that shit. But now I'll be like, hey, look, you buy this shit, I'll go do it for you. You know what I'm saying? You buy your brakes, I'll come put them hoes on. I'm gonna do that shit, but guess what? You fucking with a nigga right now. The nigga that you fucking with, he can't even do that shit. So you call me, but you don't tell that nigga you call me. Of course not, because you know what I'm saying? Because we used to fuck around. But you ain't gonna tell him, oh yeah, I call this nigga that I know that can change my brakes, and he used to fuck the shit out of me too.
Using you for competition to make him do better.
But it's cool. I ain't look.
Or she just wants to
guess what? I am my brother's keeper. I am my brother's keeper. That's to help him do better. Nigga, do better. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying that. I feel like
do a better job taking care of our girl.
Too much emphasis is being put on like niggas' monetary value to actually equate that to their level of manhood, and that's bullshit. And I hate it.
That comes later though. If we dating, the money don't come right now because as soon as we start dating, I'm not paying your fucking bills. It don't.
No, it don't.
That's what females think.
It ain't even about.
Females think when you
I'm not even talking about paying bills. I'm talking about a nigga saying, "Oh, I got this particular job, so I make X amount of dollars a year." So I'm supposed to be like, "Oh, okay, well, I can date him because he's making the same amount." No, because he's a shitty person. He doesn't have any compassion. He's not intelligent.
And the chick say, "You make this much? I don't want to talk to nobody. Know how much money I make. I'm terrified of you."
But see, that's what'll turn me off from a man, that one that sits up and brags about all the things that he has, because I'm not interested in that. I'm actually interested in getting to know you. Like I said, I have my certain things. I have certain qualifications. I have certain qualifications that I'm looking for in a man, but that doesn't mean that 6 months down the road I find out you make $50,000 and you've been a really good person to me. We have a good time together. We enjoy each other's company. I'm gonna be like, oh, I can't date you because you make under what I make. I'm not gonna make that decision. I'm just saying these are like certain people have certain standards.
You're already gonna know that answer though. You're already gonna know that answer before 6 months.
Exactly. What you about to say, Lovey?
I mean,
what's the first conversation?
Like, if you feel like I'm saying the first thing you said was he gotta match me or be above. And the only way you can know that is if you inquire and he says, okay, I make $75,000 or up of that as well, or else you won't even consider the fact that he might be a good person, a prospective good father, or he has good morals as a man. Like, to me, I value that more, which is probably why I end up running into
it. But I look at all of those qualities. I don't just exclude. You're so cute.
I'm so sorry, but it's true.
So you have your own house?
Not right now, no.
Okay, so if you don't have a house and I have a house and we dating, the conversation is when we go to move in, we staying in my house.
I'm living in your house.
It's paid for. So it shouldn't be so much talk about money when we become a team and we're one, because this is how we're going to get ahead. And people are individuals.
That's what I'm saying. There's different variables that play a part. I can't really say
it
just depends on the situation. I'm just saying, even if a man makes $50,000 a year, but he's a hustler, and I see the ambition in him, because the problem that I face is that I'm a very ambitious woman, period. And then I look nice. You do it. You know what I mean? My problem is that I run into these good guys, but then at the same time, they're my ambition, like it stunts their growth. It scares them, and that's what I'm saying. I need somebody that can match my energy. And that just might end up being somebody that doesn't make $50,000, that makes $50,000 I can't really say.
How long are you giving him to make $50,000?
There's not a time. I'm not looking at him like, when
5 years, nigga,
You got
get it up.
5 years. I'm
Right.
ready for
But,
you.
that,
You know,
but hold on.
honest.
But sometimes,
I don't
but not
believe
even.
that.
I
But,
just
okay.
need him to be confident. If this is where you are in your life, this is the cards that have been dealt for you. I need you to be confident that walk in that. That's all I'm asking you
Yes,
to do.
understood. But
Okay.
for how long? If you don't see progression in your partner,
Yeah,
how long are you going to stick around?
yeah, that's a good question.
That comes from communication. Because you have to communicate and say, yo, you can't be sitting here doing this shit. You need to go and do more.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you always asking me for money and always gotta take us out
That's a
and all that
liability.
kind of stuff, that's different.
Yeah, that's
because
what I do.
Because at the end of the day, I have responsibilities. I'm paying for a 19-year-old in college. I'm paying for her tuition out of pocket. So you have to understand that. And I got my family I'm taking care of. So, I can't be taking care of you too. I got other responsibilities. You need to take care of yourself. I struggled as a single mother. I caught the bus. I know what it's like to struggle. And I just as a single mother. So to me, as a man, you should be able to hold your own. Take care of, at least at the bare minimum, be able to take care of yourself.
Okay, so check it out. With that being said, what I think or what I feel, how I know is
Let's not forget our
Men-
comments, people.
no. I heard. I saw that
Well,
shit.
people, the listeners need to know what
Oh
the
yeah,
comments are.
right.
This is a radio show. Hello.
Well, yeah, come on. Let me. What you comment?
Production says the reason our relationships fail, we've turned them into transactional exchange. Love is no longer the reason.
That is
They-
what happens in Houston.
They've always been
The
transactional.
mentality here is so
Since the
different.
beginning of
Women think
time.
like this.
Since the beginning of
When I was in the
humanity,
military,
Actually,
and
no,
I
I
used to
disagree.
come home on leave, I
Transactional,
said
not
women
necessarily
used to be different.
monetarily.
it's never been about love. People have married their kids off for years because they get a financial gain and status in a certain area,
That's
town,
different
country.
cultures.
That's what y'all looking at and basing it off of.
What do you think Americans,
Listen.
Black Americans do that? We
Yes.
don't do that.
No, bro,
I
listen.
haven't
That's
seen
y'all
that.
on social media with that. A relationship is whatever the two people make it. What works for you works for you.
No.
Yes.
If she makes all the money and I'm taking care of the house and that works for us, that works for us. It
You
ain't
can fix
nobody
my
else's
car,
business.
girl, change my
Bruh,
brakes.
I've been married for 10 years because what works for us works for us. It ain't your mama's job or no outsider job to tell us what works. What works for us
What do you
works
think?
for us.
That's an American philosophy. Where do you think arranged marriages came from? That's before America was ever
And,
created.
so what I know for a fact is in Afghanistan, the family raises their money and they take it to the wife and they give it to them and they bond and they marry and they together forever. In America, you got too many options, so people get divorced.
That's my point. That's an American theology. That's American
Like marriage, you
ideology.
you say two death do you part, but as soon as the shit don't go right, instead of talking about nothing like fuck this shit.
Exactly.
So look,
Exactly right. They
But
don't
you-
work through things anymore.
Check it out. John Young says relationships should have equal trade-offs.
That's true.
But that doesn't have to be necessarily
It ain't all money.
materialistic in
Yeah,
life.
yes,
Exactly.
yeah.
At one
Indeed.
point in a relationship, you're gonna feel like you do more for this person. You may feel you give more emotions than this person. It's always a fucking trade-off. It's never 50-50 because somebody's giving more than this and that. But people
In
focus
different
too much
aspects,
on
yes.
fucking money.
Yeah.
And money ain't the fucking shit. Money is the reason people break up. That's what they focus
It
on
is.
instead of getting another
Man,
person.
listen,
dealing with it and
honestly-
communicating,
Honestly, I got lucky. But
got lucky with what?
my parents are married for 30 plus years, and we struggled all
You
my
have
life.
something to
We
look
didn't have.
at.
They had
You
some.
have a
That's
model
cool.
to look
I
at.
understand the love theory, all that shit. I get it. But we struggled. We was fucking poor. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Like I run my life. We had this conversation a couple years ago with Trust. I don't know if you remember.
I do remember.
Nigga, we talked
Would you
about
rather?
this shit,
I got you. Would you rather run your life as a business, or would you rather run it like it's not like love
That's
things?
a business.
I understand now
Yeah,
that my parents fell in love, so it allowed them to get through life without any fucking money.
Love comes
But I
back.
also saw the other part as a child getting ridiculed in school every single day because I didn't have no fucking money and I was always the poorest one in the class. You see what I'm saying? So
What
why
you
would I
did-
want to put my kids through that?
What you didn't
Hey.
see was your parents falling in
I
and
got
out of love
stories
with each
about
other
that
and
shit,
seeing them
too.
fight. Because you're going to have a time where you look at this motherfucker and you want to choke the shit out of them. And then there's a time where you fucking in love with them. It's not always
yeah.
peachy and
It's not
love.
always
And that's the
rainbows and
misconception
butterflies.
y'all got.
That
Shit ain't
is.
always sweet.
It's not always sweet.
Yes,
It ain't always
yes.
sweet.
But how much easier would it be if you could do whatever you wanted to do when you wanted
You
to
can
do it?
if
You
you
can pay all your
communicate and
bills,
you
all
talk
your
about
bills are
the shit.
paid, everything
But
is good.
money
You can
doesn't-
feed your children
but
at
that's-
any point.
That's not.
Yeah, but you feed them
You
or you
sure?
spending
You
time
sure?
with them. You
Because-
feed your kids or you spending time with them. Or you
Exactly.
sitting there and coloring and drawing with them and teaching them how to ride bikes and do
Right.
shit. Or you too busy to do that.
Right.
Understood. But are you too depressed to raise them?
What you
I don't
depressed to
think
raise them?
Oh no, I
I don't think
hear what you. I know what he's saying. I know what he's saying. He basically, hey, look, the situation you in is like, damn, it's not the ideal. It's not where I wanted to be. I had goals for myself. I had things I wanted to do, and I had places where I wanted to be. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So, damn, is it gonna always be like this? Am I gonna ever get out of this?
Life's all about choices.
I know, I understand that, but
Facts.
everybody is not as strong-willed and can see past the bullshit.
Facts.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
why I advocate for therapy. We should all get therapy.
I
We
see the
should
extreme. I
talk
see
to
the
somebody,
extreme on
you know?
both sides. Very, very wealthy parents didn't have time to raise their kids. But very, very impoverished parents had time to raise their kids, but they raised them in a depressed survival manner. So you have an extreme on both ends.
Yeah, but it's on you. Man, I grew up in the hood. We struggled. And I pride myself on not struggling and not being in the hood. And it's shit that I was exposed to that I don't want my daughters and my son exposed to. So I do shit fucking differently than the way that I was doing fucking shit.
But are you fucked up because you were exposed to those things? That's a yes or no question. You can answer
Maybe,
yes or no.
to someone's opinion, I may be fucked up. Someone else may not be.
No, I'm asking, in your opinion, did that make you fuck up? That's a yes or no question. You can answer yes or no. Okay. So
no, I joined the fucking army at 18 and I was a sergeant by 20.
So if it didn't make you fucked up, why are you? If it didn't make you fucked up, why are you shielding them from those same things?
I'm not shielding them. I'm saying like it's about choices. You choose to sit and dwell in pity when you can get your ass up and go do shit. It's all about choices.
You know what a choice is? Another choice is to like. I'm a
I know a segue when I hear one.
Right. So another choice is another choice is like it's a personal thing, right? It's about the type of thing that you like, right? You can like thin, or you can like thick. Right? Right. You can like thin, you can like thick. It's a personal choice, you know what I'm saying? I mean, not to say that one is bad or one is worse than the other. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole personal choice, right?
I'll find it. I don't know.
I'm so glad you brought this up because I've been wanting to mention something
Okay.
about this. Don't keep going.
No,
I want you to finish your thought.
No, matter of fact,
trying to segue.
Because you're
I
talking
was
about
segueing
the visual.
Come on, give it to me. Give it
Talk
to me.
about the visual.
No, come on, give it to me because we waiting on her. I was segueing. Come on, what you got?
What shakes the blocks for your visual? What gets your attention?
Their smile. I feel like their presence, their energy. I think like their energy. It normally is their energy and their smile.
You know what? Hold up.
Men are like, just get all that ass. I don't give a damn if I can't afford it. I would try it anyway. Just saying.
Not me.
Not you.
Oh, why did you even come into mind?
But hold up. Exactly, bro. Exactly. So with that being said, let me talk about this. Let me bring this into the conversation about sex on the first night.
Okay.
How does that? What do you think about both ones? LD on Trey, you know what I'm saying? And Capricorn _Nisha _RN. Oh yes.
You want my answer to that?
Yeah, I do want to answer that.
So, I had sex on the first night with my ex-husband and we were married for 8 years. So I say that, do whatever you want. You're grown. It just depends on it. If the energy's there, the vibes are there, we're all adults. You can do whatever you want to do. Whose rules are you really living by?
True. Your own? Wait, are you really living by your own rules?
I would hope so. Except for the speed limit and stuff like that.
But wait, don't we have 10 commandments? I'm sorry. I normally don't like pump jokes like that. I don't normally pump jokes like that.
You strive to be your best, but I'm just saying, just be yourself.
Power couples. You try to be power couples.
I got you.
Like there was a phase where people wanted to be power couples. Now it's like one person wants support from the other. What happened to the power couple?
Right.
I don't know. For me personally, I think I've accepted the fact now that I'm a sex addict. So.
You just young and you enjoying life. You're supposed to enjoy life when you're young. That's all that is.
I just turned 30.
Oh yeah,
you just enjoying life. That's all that is.
Baby.
You know what I'm saying?
So for me,
wrapping it up.
Yeah, for me, I hit a sexual hyperdrive randomly. I don't even know because I was slowing down and I was chilling and now I'm just horny all the time. So one night stands.
Thinking with the wrong head. I'm gonna need
No.
Yeah,
Okay, no.
I'm
I said
not
first.
talking about one night stand.
I said sex on the
No.
first night, nigga. I didn't say one night stand. But I get.
I mean, it could be a one.
So after you have sex,
Right.
hold on, not even that. So after you have sex with them, you don't call her no more.
It depends on the situation.
That's a yes or no question. I asked you a yes or no question.
That's a sometimes.
You know, sex is not right.
I'll
You
take
can
that.
teach them and get it up to standards, right? Because something is weird. So you might have a chick and she don't know, so you might have to teach her the way to fucking do shit the right way.
Thanks.
So you can't just be having one night stands, bro.
Thanks.
You gotta train the person to do
Thanks.
the right
But
shit.
at
You
this time of
can't
my
just get
life,
somebody expecting to know how you like shit, because somebody else been teaching them how they like shit.
You know what? That's a good thing because I heard somebody have a conversation about how they groom women.
Yeah, you have to train the person to deal with you.
And
Naturally, though,
On both sides.
a woman will naturally
Try to control you and change you.
No.
No.
A woman will naturally
Yes.
conform and mold to you.
We will
and
definitely
what you like
do
naturally
that for the right
Bitches
man.
naturally do that shit.
You don't have to
Y'all
try
start
to.
talking like this and shit, it happens.
It ain't
No,
gotta be
just
right
for all
man.
the men out there. You don't
Nigga, that's
have
fucking
to
good.
try
Why you
to
had
do
to put on y'all
that.
sexy
You don't have to
dresses?
try to do that. We will do that naturally.
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 Hard Shot Production said, dude, if you take money over love, you have no idea what true love really is. Facts. You would live in a box if ever had the opportunity to have it. Your love creates a life so they don't struggle if possible. That's true.
I have seen people struggle in love.
Hold on.
On the outside, it appears to be love. You got some people that like the idea of being married and they just gonna stick with that shit. It's the idea.
Hey,
So hold on, wait. What I don't struggle with is a choice between thin and thick.
You better bring back.
I always
go
choose
again.
thick. Just to let y'all know.
There we
Right?
go.
I always choose thick.
Damn, D Green, you did this?
You know how I do.
Is that new Sunny the rapper?
I got thick thighs, I got thin patience. I'm a bad bitch, and I hate hating. I got thick thighs, I got thin patience. I'm a bad bitch, and I hate waiting. Nigga, I'm thick. Nigga, I'm thick. Nigga, I'm thick. Nigga, I'm thick. Yeah, I'm possessive. Give me a nigga with money, that should be getting me wet. He know I'm thick, I only see him in private. Keep us my fool, we don't chat. Run up a stack, I got them thighs that clap. I'm on they head, no cap. I'ma get money, they say I'm leveling up, so you gotta match where I'm at. Post a pig, I make them sick. You wanna slut me, I'll make a flick. Don't need gassing, I stay lit. I make him beg, he throwing fists. I'm on your ass, let's on the dash. Need you to eat it whenever I ask. You gotta dive in and never hold back. Baby, come focus, I'm always the task. I got thick thighs, I got thin patience. I'm a bad bitch, and I hate hating. I got thick thighs, I got thin patience. I'm a bad bitch, and I hate waiting. Nigga, I'm thick. Nigga, I'm thick. Nigga, I'm thick. Nigga, I'm thick. I'm a bad bitch, so don't try me. Cold ass bitch, I keep it icy. Hoes hate but wanna be like me. Self-made bitch, I'm the hood Kylie. Name who better than me. City to city, they stop when I speak. When I call on them, they hear with a speed. I am the 1 and the 2 and the 3, they don't play about me. I got that thick, yeah, I got that fatty. I got that put you to sleep in the addy. Only a few that can set it and have me. Don't do relations, Clinton my dad. I'm on top, these hoes wanna pass me. Cream of the crop, I shit on them badly. Flipping they flop, and still I'm the baddest. They want my status, I'm causing a madness. I got thick thighs, I got thin patience. I'm a bad bitch, and I hate hating. I got thick thighs, I got thin patience. I'm a bad bitch, and I hate waiting. Nigga, I'm thick. Nigga, I'm thick. Nigga, I'm thick. Nigga, I'm thick. I know you see this big fine motherfucker walking through, so I need all you niggas to move to the side. It's big fine in the motherfucking building, and I'm coming through.
got the wrong suit.
Hey, www.lovethenumber2jamradio.com. I am Justice Born.
It's Chris.
And the queen of all things that ain't shit to nobody. We love you. We love you anyway.
Oh, love it.
Capricorn _Nisha_RN. And then my nigga Monzel DeAndre. And the yo.
Yeah. Like we were saying off the air, man. It don't matter about your money. If you being a man, if a woman wants to, she wants to. If she make 100,000 and you don't, if she wants to, she gonna give it up to you. That's why you see niggas out here and let women take care of them. It's out here.
And that's why I wanted to clarify that. I need for y'all to understand that I'm not saying that at the end of the day that's what it is. I could end up with a plumber that makes $30,000 a week. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just saying from my personal experience, I've had a hard time when I date men that are not the same, playing field. They tend to just, they try to, they get upset, they get insecure, they try to limit me, and but I'm very ambitious.
We late bloomers, so a lot of men don't really find themselves financially too later in life. So dudes out here while they're young and they want to do shit before they should be doing it. You know what I'm saying? Get your money right, then go try to fuck with a chick. Don't spend your time right now chasing chicks when you ain't got your money right. It's the whole mindset in this shit.
It's crazy. When are you gonna come barking at my tree when you have your life together?
If I got my shit together and you come to live in my house, we ain't got to talk 50-50 because I'm already paying bills.
Wait, can I say something?
You know what I mean?
Can I say something? I understand. I agree. You know what I'm saying? But in my lifetime, not gonna lie, I've dated several women that I don't. What it say?
Women have your true sexual knowledge experience.
Oh yeah, read it out loud.
Women hide their true sexual knowledge experience to mold the bedroom experience. I start off with threesomes as my normal sexual interaction.
That nigga stupid.
Hard Shots Productions. Okay.
Yeah. Hard Shots Productions.
You can do threesome, but dudes don't want to do threesome with the chick they want to be with. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, not at all.
They don't want to have a threesome with the homie and think about the homie running up in there.
Right, but it's okay for them to do it with us and our friends. I don't understand. But I mean, is it the thought of the penetration? I mean, what is the issue? What is it?
Well, I've only had that kind of threesome with like the homie when we running through a jump off like a go-live. Like the threesome he's talking about, that's another woman.
Yeah, he's talking about two women and a dude.
And most women be bisexual, bi-curious, or y'all did that shit in high school.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, hey, look, you did that shit in high school.
It was just one time I used to let this girl eat me out, but I'm not gay.
Yeah,
like,
but I'm not gay.
So it's...
No, but
look, she just said, yeah, she didn't deny. Notice that she didn't deny.
It's always a yes or no question, a yes or no. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I always say that shit gets stupid. Look, check it out though. So check it out. What I was thinking about was, I've dated several women outside of my tax bracket. You know what I'm saying? Long short story. I dated this woman, no lie, because her coworker outed her. She made $180,000 a year. At the time, I was making $42,000 a year. There was nothing that I could do for this woman at all. Like, okay, look, check it out, no bullshit. Like,
there's things you can do.
I mean, true. So look, I'm gonna tell you, right? She called me one day and she said, "Hey, can you come help me get my dry cleaning?" I said, "Come get your dry cleaning." I'm like, "What?" I go to her apartment. She had a one place that she was living in, the other place that she bought out and she was renting out to somebody. You know what I'm saying? She bought the whole fucking shit. She said, "Can you help me with my dry cleaning?" I go to her place. We go get the dry cleaning. This motherfucker spent $389 on dry cleaning. Real nigga shit, bro. If I spent $389 in one day, I'm not doing nothing else for the next 2 days. Like, I'm just saying, that's me. Like, I
spent about $120.
Bro, 380. So look. We got all that shit. We took it back to her apartment. She said, "I appreciate you so much." She said, "I'm gonna take you out to eat." She said, "You like sushi?" I said, "I do." We go to a sushi restaurant, bro. Why was I billed $200, bro? Real sushi. Like they came and they like, nigga, I had Chinese fucking broccoli, bro. Do you know what Chinese broccoli is? I never knew that shit. Never knew that shit in my fucking life. She spent $200 on a fucking meal. The only thing, like, we kicked
Did
it
you
off.
give the draws up?
Right,
at
nigga, just tell us you fuck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So look. So I would call her and be like, I'll be at work. I'll be like, hey, what you doing? She'd be like, I'm nothing. I'll be like, staying in for the night. Oh yeah, I'm staying there for the night. Well, I'm gonna come over there. Okay, I would go to the grocery store and spend like maybe $27 on fucking groceries. Show up and cook in her kitchen with no shirt on, probably in some short ass shorts and shit. And she would enjoy it. Like she would sit in her room.
That's what they're supposed to do.
And watch TV and watch me through her room cooking and singing and shit. Cause, I mean, I don't get me wrong. I enjoy cooking. Like that shit was, but like that's what the fuck was going on.
That's a whole light skin ass story.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but that's how it should be.
But there was nothing wrong with me making $42,000.
And people don't realize the distance that something like that, something so, because things like that are small, it's a big deal. That goes a long way.
22 ain't bad if she making 60.
Bro, it's women out here that will try to buy you. Y'all ain't in the right spot.
That's 3 times.
Bro, it's women that will try to buy your time and all that. It's women that will buy you, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
They have their money. They will be giving you access to it. Y'all not messing with the right ones. Y'all think about money for the jump. You going about the wrong shit. Leave with your character, and you
can't tell young niggas. You can't tell young niggas to stop focusing on women and start making money, and then tell them to not focus on money and start thinking about their character and love and shit.
This is the problem. This is the problem with our society. You have to first focus on yourself. Take care of yourself first. Get yourself where you need to be, and then you can worry about those other things. Because, like I said, when a man is coming in confident, making $50,000 a year, $30,000 a year, whatever that is, to me, I mean, if you're coming in confident, you got your mind right, I can work with that.
But you can't be under a certain height, though, right?
Under a certain height. You one of those?
You're not gonna be making $30,000
for sure.
The carnival rides require you to be a certain height.
Exactly.
I'm just kidding.
That man got about 3 years to make $30,000. Stop it, y'all.
Bro, it don't matter how much you make. It's how you carry yourself. If you stay within your limits, don't be going out trying to stay money that you don't have.
If you can afford, if you can afford the lifestyle that you're living right now without this man, and he can barely take care of himself. You already said you need him to at least be able to take care of himself. And to take care of yourself, you need to at least have double in the bank.
No, that's not true. That's not true. You can't take care of yourself on $30,000 a year. It's just is she willing? Hold on. You can take care of yourself on a lot of money. Hold on. Let me finish. You can take care of yourself on $30,000 a year. It's just, is she willing to allow herself to be on that level of $35,000 a year that you taking care of yourself on?
Not if she going on her own cruise. It's $30,000. It's not a lot of money.
Like what? $300 every 2 weeks.
If you can pay for everything,
when you first join the military, what we get paid like $300-$400 every 2 weeks or something dumb. You don't make no money. But when you got your own spot and you meet a chick and she can come to your own spot, it's a different ball game. You don't care how much money you got your own shit. It don't matter if you live in the fucking ghetto with a TV and a couch, nigga. You got something.
I just want to know, out of everybody in the room, out of y'all's experiences, because y'all older than me, out of all y'all's experiences, how many times has love paid the bills? One time.
Love do pay the bills because she love me so much and she makes so much she gonna pay the bills for me. No. And it's okay for me to find myself. What you mean? That's love.
What he's saying is true.
Let me say something. Let me say something. When you're for you people, right? When you're married, the man does everything that he's supposed to do, and the wife is a helpmate. So the helpmate doesn't come with a specific percentage. Whatever the man isn't able to do, then the wife should help. The rest.
75% of the voices are become.
Look, when I first met my wife, she was making more money than me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was handling shit. And then boom, shit flipped and boom, now I'm making more money than her. You never know. Next thing you know, it might flip again and her business might shoot off and boom, she making more than me.
Yeah.
It's ups and downs. It ain't like a guaranteed.
Hey, my
It's
guy.
your job because
Hey,
you
my guy.
man.
That sounds like an equal balance of financial stability.
No, it sounds like a adult relationship.
It sounds like
An adult
relationship. It sounds like at some point
It sounds like
both of y'all making money.
No, like
It
right
sound
now,
like-
like, bro, no,
It
it's
sounds like we
That's
went
kind
to
of
the
sad
video.
that you're.
But you said I was true though, and nobody answered
No,
that
I
question.
said what he said was true.
Nobody answered that question. How many times has love paid the bills?
I just told you.
And he explained
Z,
it to
I
you,
just
and I
told
agree
you.
with, and I agree
Read that
with
for me.
him.
Read that for me. Read that for me on the screen.
Money is
Our relationships are suffering because money is our only concern. Love pays the bills all the time. That's not true.
exactly.
I'm sorry, I don't live in that reality. I've never seen that before in my life.
Because you're not in love. So
You-
you think,
hold on.
I got it.
That nigga
So
just
you think-
said-
You think I want to take all my money and pay all these bills? You think I'm doing it because I want to, or because I have a family to take care of and I love my family? Which one do you think it is?
But hold on.
You don't think I'd rather take my money and go fuck off and go have fun and do
That
other
nigga
shit?
just said. Hold on, this nigga just said his
I'm
parents
just
been.
saying.
Hold on. His
Yes,
parents. He said his parents been together for years, and they haven't always had money. They've been broke, and you lived through that shit, and you've seen it.
I've never, ever, one time in my life seen love pay the bills.
But they still together though, right?
Yep.
That's love. And the bills got paid.
Right.
What you mean they struggle together? Most people work from that shit.
Yeah.
Why the fuck I'm gonna struggle with you when it's a
Y'all are
nigga in my
thinking
that's right here there to take care of me?
Y'all are thinking more.
What you mean?
Y'all are thinking more on a metaphorical sense. I am thinking literally.
No, nigga, we out here
Every
living
time
life.
the bills
nigga.
pay,
We out here living life, nigga.
When those bills paid, nigga, we had to leave, nigga, and move, nigga.
But they
What
stayed
y'all
together.
talking about,
But
nigga?
they stayed together though, right?
We had
When they
to,
didn't have
we had to have
That's
money.
love.
Nigga, to
They
have
stayed
phones
together.
on.
Read the
Nigga.
screen. Read the
They
screen.
stayed
somebody.
together.
Read the
The
screen.
man
somebody.
paid the bills, feisty and true because I love her. Love pays our bills.
No, it said love pays it all.
Hey, my nigga. Hey, tell the internet company that the next time they call next month, my nigga. Tell them you got love.
Well, we not gonna have the internet right
Hey.
now because that's something we don't need. We
Tell them
gonna
you got a
get
whole
some
bunch of
other
love for them, and they gonna say,
Hold on.
nigga, I need X
Hold on.
amount.
Oh, this is the question I have. This is the question I have. I have a question.
Hey.
How, and this is just me on the outside, you know what I mean, looking at both perspectives. I feel like in your mind, you're equating one thing with another thing that necessarily doesn't mesh together. Like you're saying, like love and what it actually is and what it really is
This nigga
versus
must have some
your
reasons,
ability. What?
My bad.
Okay, your ability to pay a bill. It's not even in the same like ballpark. You know what I mean? This generation tends to take money and stack like materialism and equate it with and the ability to pay a bill and equate it with love, and they're completely not related. So when you say things like love don't pay the bills, love don't have nothing to do with the bills. The bills are what you decided that you need. The only
instead of falling then
I
walking.
hear
and
You know what I'm
running.
saying?
I hear what you're saying.
Like your connection with somebody should be completely unrelated to the fact
Right,
of their
nigga,
ability
nigga.
to keep the internet on.
I live
You know what I'm
I
saying?
live in
So
a
my rebuttal to that
two-bedroom apartment, a 2-bedroom, a 1-bedroom. Then I got my shit together, and I bought it. We got a crib, and now I'm about to buy a crib because I got my credit straight. So walking process. It ain't like, oh, we together. Let's go get a mansion.
So,
They don't fucking know.
so
we gotta grind this shit
my
out.
rebuttal to that is, this is
Okay.
America, right? We live in the USA, right?
Uh-huh.
America is a capitalist country. Am I correct?
When it comes to business, yes.
When it comes to business,
Right.
yes. In order for
Sure.
you to live in a capitalist country, you have to have literal finances.
Right, but that has
Because
nothing
you got-
to do
No, it
with.
does because you got to go out and hunt. You staying in the house and you're not going to hunt. That's the issue. You got to get up and you got to go hunt.
That's not the point.
That is the point.
If you don't go
That's-
hunt and you can't afford it,
What you mean? America is built off capitalism. Men went out and they went and got it.
understood.
you
understood.
can
They went and
understood.
got it. They didn't sit at home worried about a woman wanting me because of this. They went and got it, and when they saw something they wanted, they went and got that shit.
And they
too.
sold that shit for money.
No, they went and got it, bro.
afford-
Niggas
You
used to go
gotta
hunt
get
and
that
sold
shit.
meat and
Hey.
sold crops, sold
Hey.
all type of shit for
You
money.
can
So they
afford-
afford other shit.
You can afford what you've reaped from hunting.
Pretty much. You eat what you kill.
It's a capitalist country,
Nah,
bro.
You think about it the wrong way. I don't never think about it. If I see a woman and I walk up to her and I say, "Hey, what's your name?" We start
But
talking.
you know what? You
I'm
know
not
what?
looking
You know
and
what?
saying, "Oh,
This
she
is
looks
this
like
thing.
she out of
I
my
didn't think
class."
that
You know what's wrong? Look, I know what's wrong.
Yeah, I don't think that's
Can I say something? My bad.
I
You
think
know
you
what it is,
seen
bro?
me in action.
You know what it is, bro? You know what it is? I'm sorry. I can't identify because I'm light skinned.
Oh my god. That's why I don't deal with light skinned people.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even
I just think that
I really can't,
it's a lack of
I don't know
separation
what's
between
going on with
what actually love is and what it was to, like future past predecessors to what it's become now in this generation. So you yourself seeing your parents and not understanding like, damn, they was broke and we was broke, but at the same time, what they showed you was some shit that is equivocal to any monetary value. You understand what I'm saying?
They stay together through the struggle. That shit does not happen. There's people that have been married 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. What you mean?
Man, look.
There's niggas that'll tell yo, if that bitch don't work, get another one. What the fuck you mean?
I'm not against that because I feel like life is too short.
That's like working where you want. Go get another one.
I'm gonna say something.
And if that nigga don't work, get 2 niggas.
Let me say something. Look.
Let's get your one first.
All right.
Hold on. Let me speak on that.
He said, let's get you one first.
My grandparents, my grandmother and my grandfather on my dad's side, they lived in 2 separate houses in the same yard. My grandfather would go to work. He would come home. He would take a shower in his house. My grandmother would make food in her house. This nigga would walk across the yard to her house, get food. We would sit in there at the table. We would eat. We would hoopla and all that other shit. And then it was over. That nigga would leave out the back door and walk across the yard and go back to his house and sleep over there. They live, as long as I remember knowing them, they live in 2 separate fucking houses.
That can work for some people.
It should work because you got your space and I got mine. Who the fuck said motherfucker gotta live together? Where did that shit come from?
I used to go over there on the weekends. You know how exciting that shit was? I had 2 whole motherfucking venues, nigga.
I got a whole damn apartment in my garage. I live in it. What you mean?
You gotta get your man cave.
What you
He said T needs counseling. His cable getting cut off. Got him tripping. I don't know. We can start a GoFundMe. Everybody donate $1. I think we can all walk away from this knowing that what works for you works for you. Life is short. Everything is perception. But there should definitely be a separation between materialism and what actually love really is, and finding that within yourself and then being able to project outward.
People got a lot of lie.
Oh, Lord.
No, I'm saying when you meet a motherfucker, you lie and they don't be real about you. Like, be real about your perception about reality when you talk to somebody.
Some people, I realize, it's not a lie to them because they believe it themselves. And even though they want to be this person, they just don't have the ability to be this person yet. In their mind, this is the person they want to be. This is the person they wake up and strive to be. But then, unfortunately, when they're looked at from the outside,
after 3 or 4 months,
you have to think about the fact that who wants to tell who you truly are as far as things like that you're struggling with right off the bat.
After 3 or 4 months that we've been talking, we feeling each other. Let me see your bank account. Open your bank app and let me see your account. Let's talk planning.
Look at my bank account in 3 to 4 months.
Why not? How many accounts you got?
A couple.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Like 9. She got like 9. I'm just
what you mean?
But 3, 4.
You just said men know within 3 or 4 months that they want to marry you. What you mean that's skinny?
Men. I mean, you know
what you mean? That's the issue. You don't know
men
what you want.
think
First,
about.
They got to make a certain amount. But then it's 3 or 4 months they want to marry you. You got 3 or 4 months too soon.
I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
I said most men know that they want to marry a woman within the first 3 to 4 months they met them. I didn't say anything about what I'm looking for.
They can see themselves.
If we dating in 3 months, I want to propose. You're not going to accept it?
I'm not going to marry you within 3 months.
Why? You don't know what's going to happen in 3 months.
You.
What if we've been spending every day together? You've been putting time.
Hold on. You're right.
Well, first of all, we can't spend every day together because that means I'm not taking time for myself.
But check it out.
And that's the problem with what's happening out here in today's dating world.
Nisha, you said yourself, most men know within 3 to 4 months that they know they want to marry you. If you know a man knows that, why within 3 or 4 months if he proposes to you, you said no? Because he knows he's convicted. You just said that. You know that for yourself. So why would you say, "Oh, I don't know what type of man you're gonna be," when you already know he's gonna be the type of dude that wants to be in a relationship and do all the things that you're supposed to do for a married couple, because we know that shit after 3 to 4 months, right?
Well, that's him. That's not my decision. That's not my decision. We can still be together. It's not my decision. And then you got to think about a lot of things that I've been through in my past. I've learned my lesson in certain things in life. And
I feel like life is fucking short.
Life is short.
Your trauma that you've been through should not be trajected on the next person, though.
It's not, but I don't feel like I'm going to marry a dude within 3 months.
Well, time itself is an illusion.
That I agree with.
Watches are real, clocks are real, but time itself is an illusion. I would love to meet a motherfucker in 3 months, feel like I'm swept off my feet.
Just do it. Meet somebody, just marry him and go with the fucking flow.
I don't know marriage, but I'm just saying, like, I would tie into someone.
But I just don't, I just wouldn't want to marry them after 3 months and then find out all this crazy stuff within 6 months and then with 9 months. I mean, I just. It doesn't mean that I'm not going to be with you.
Problem resolution, though. Remember that part about it? Well, with that being said, unfortunately, time isn't illusion on this show. And we've gone over the time that we're supposed to be on the show. And we have to go ahead and cut it off. I just want to say,
it's been a great show.
Fuck everybody else.
Really good.
Follow me on Instagram because I'm light skinned.
This is your first radio.
This is my first podcast. I've never done this before.
This is a radio show.
Radio show. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
It's both.
He told me. He said it was a podcast.
It's a radio show, but it's also a podcast.
Right.
Right. Well, my first radio cat.
Radio cast.
You know what? You know what? For Nisha, because she came up with she coined the phrase radio cast.
Ooh, come on, sis.
Radio cast. I like that.
So I'm gonna use that and take it to the bank. Really?
We are.
I am, because if you want a radio cast, you can be here at Let It Show Radio.
Hold on. We need to trademark.
We already have technically.
You're right, because you're right. We can actually take
Which
the audio
radio show
this
with the podcast.
Yeah,
radio
right.
cast.
Nisha, can you give me your Instagram so they can slide in your DM?
Yeah, one more time.
If they gon' slide, baby. I'm talking about
what you mean?
breaks with no skates. Start with this one right here.
Why you telling me?
You need a friend, somebody to talk to teach you about reality. It ain't always about the other thing. Sometimes you just need somebody of the opposite sex to talk to.
But that just lets you know.
Don't take advice from fish.
More than men do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hard Shots Production. Said it was a good show.
Don't take dating advice from your single friends.
Yeah, your single friends.
I'm never taking advice from.
She's like,
advice on how to get women from women. That's not gonna lead you right.
Hold on. Hard Shot Productions, bro. You got some beats or something, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Because you make me feel like you got some beats or some, you know what I'm saying?
You make me feel like he need to come on the show.
You can email us, bro. You can hit me up on I Am Just Born on IG. So
we can hear about how he started with these tweets, and so Moselle can learn how to get it started.
Hey man, Moselle got long ass hair. He doesn't have to do anything actually.
One in the face, one in the waist.
I don't even have real conversations.
It was fun, but we gotta get ready to hit this road.
And then Brother John Radio.
Capricorn_Nisha NISHA_RN.
Real nigga.
Slide on her DM. Make sure you confident you have your shit together.
Make sure you confident. Make sure you got your shit together.
Make sure you confident. You make
on the first date, a man would take you to the movies and he pulled up to the dollar store to get some snacks. How would you feel about that?
I would love that.
You would love
that?
I would.
So look.
That's something I would do.
Look.
It is. I would make sure he didn't think I was
you.
Hard Shot Production.
You see what I'm saying?
Are you kidding me? Throw him in the purse?
Yes. What happened? What did he say?
He said, y'all not ready. Nisha, what's the contact? Hard Shot Production. Oh my God. It's Capricorn
Nisha _RN, like real nigga.
Now look, man, don't be married to be having girlfriends.
Please don't embarrass us on the first slide in on the DM.
I mean, look, I met this chick, right, and we was talking about going to a dollar store and buying some candy and shit. And then when I went to this dollar store and I bought all the candy that we talked about, she didn't want to take that shit to the movies, and I was mad. I was like, bitch, you got me excited about that shit.
I fuck around, have a pint in my
And you ain't want to take that shit to the movies?
I might have a pint in my pocket. What you mean? We gonna get it. We might stop at Taco Bell before, get some soft taco, sit the those
Doritos, Locos, tacos with extra meat.
We gonna get a bit, bro. What you mean?
She didn't want to bring her purse, bro. Like,
see, I be fucking with boring people. That's what's wrong right there.
That's what it is.
My mom used to date this guy that used to make us bring little sandwich bags and big purses, and then we would go to buffets, the Chinese buffets, take the ribs home and put them in the bags. Yes.
Bro, we used to go to Golden Corral in the morning for the breakfast buffet, and then we'll sit there and let our food digest
Stay all day
and eat the lunch.
Yes.
I used to get some money. What you mean?
I used to do that as a grown man. I used to go to buffets and eat, nigga, and tell them, I'd be like, hey, look, I'm about to go outside to smoke a cigarette. Go outside to sit in my car and smoke a blunt.
Yeah, buffets are all day fair. You'll get your money's worth in this thing. What you mean? Yeah, when you go to AMC, after you watch one movie, you walk in another. We finna go watch two. If not three, depending on what's in the theater. Yes, going to the next one.
Yeah, I know.
Y'all don't have fun,
It's
bro.
the little things. It's the little things. People don't realize it's the little things that matter.
The little things that matter.
The memories.
Walk away with
I know we got to
this.
disconnect, right?
Y'all, stop being so fucking shallow. You feel what I'm saying? Bitches, stop being so fucking shallow. Niggas, stop being so fucking shallow.
Men need to start being men and start leading, bro.
And niggas do need to start being men also.
It's okay to be weird. I like Marvel. I watch superhero movies and play video games. I get money too, though.
It's too far. It's too far.
Put your hands on your hips.
No, get your hands off your hips.
It's twofold, right? A man commits and a woman submits.
I'm with that.
Right? A man commits and a woman submits. However, submission doesn't mean that it's
It's not a negative thing.
No, not that.
It's
It doesn't mean that it's say all, end all, be all, because you can submit only till you don't like what you're submitting to, and then your submission could.
When you don't submit,
it's not that you don't like it.
You don't submit. You don't submit. That's the misconception.
You don't.
You can voice your opinion and you can say that you don't like shit.
But he gonna make the decision.
Okay, I heard what the fuck you said, but this what the fuck we gonna do. And that's the way it goes.
Gonna be.
People think submission means I can't say shit. You can say shit, but you know when to shut up. Sometimes y'all go too far and y'all don't know when to fucking shut up.
Ladies, you gotta know when to shut the fuck up.
Especially your man say, yo, all right, I got it. I heard you. Don't keep nagging on that shit because now it's like,
stop talking.
I hate that word, nag. I hate it.
That's it.
Stab a nigga with words.
But you submit naturally to the right person. It doesn't. You don't even have to really argue with the person. It's just easy.
A woman will naturally mold you what she is.
A woman should naturally give every man respect because he is a.
Every man doesn't deserve that. Are you crazy?
I disagree. Not every man deserves respect. It's some bitch ass niggas out here, Z.
Everyone deserves respect until they disrespect you.
Everybody deserves respect until they show you that they don't need that disrespect.
Now I agree with that. I agree with that. But there are some niggas out here. No. There are some bitch ass niggas out here, Z.
You don't treat that nigga like a bitch ass nigga until that nigga shows himself to be a bitch ass nigga.
Works for you. It's niggas that don't want their women to work. It's niggas that want their women to work. What works for you, fucking works for you. You gotta get off of this other shit. You gotta figure out what it is that you want and what you like, and then you go find that shit. And then you gonna be happy. Can't nobody else tell you what the fuck to do. You gotta know what the fuck you want and what you're looking for. You gotta find it. That's why people out here living poly lives and open relationships. They find what works for them, and it fucking works. And it works. You gotta find what works for you, and it works, bro.
And will. And
is. And that's just what that is.
I commend
Spoken from the mouth of babes.
I don't even like to share my food.
Can I say something?
See, people are supposed to be experienced, not owned.
They're teaching you when you're young to share your toys. That way when they get older, they won't be tripping over motherfuckers. People fucking come and go. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. But friends are forever.
A city is this small and the world is this big.
Friends are forever, but I have learned that they are not always.
I only say that for the people that are in the room.
Tupac taught us that.
The world is so big, bro.
The movie Juice taught us
Start
that.
traveling and going different places. You know what I'm saying? Like,
get
outside the box. You know.
Oh my God! Let me put the light skin cam on so GB
Oh my
can
God!
shut the fuck up.
Start traveling and going different
He
places.
see himself on
You
TV.
see
Yeah,
women.
I can't see myself. I can't see myself. Love
You
it.
start traveling and going different cities, different countries and shit. You gonna see that
Relax.
women are different.
Yeah.
Relax.
The whole passport shit.
And see, I'm from Maryland, so I don't
Look at
really
you. She gonna try to
count.
distance herself.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
funny
The
as hell.
passport bros is becoming a thing.
I'm a
We learned
passport
this
broad.
shit in the military when we were younger. Women overseas treat you different. This is a black man in certain countries.
Niggas overseas treat you different too.
like
Because they're
royalty.
looking at
That's
your
true.
wallet,
Women in different
though.
states teach you.
They're looking
treat
at
you
your
different.
wallet. That's why they're
That's not true.
that American has so much money.
I
He's
agree
gonna
with my
take
women.
you.
That's not true.
Women
These women will
in Utah
these women will
treat me
feed
like
you.
I'm a god.
They will feed you.
The women in
and
Texas
bathe
treat me
you.
like I'm a nigga, another dreadhead.
Bro, these women will
But
feed you
Utah
and
is
bathe you. Have you ever had a woman washing your balls while you
Hold
doing
on.
that?
Hard Shots Production said, "Why we can't see the other lady? What other lady?
You,
Oh
nigga.
shit!
You,
Motherfucker, really?
you gotta come up here to see that one, Phil. You gotta come up here to see that one.
That's what you are.
Right, Hard Shot Productions, you got to come and bring some of your tracks and do an interview. You know what I'm saying? Bring some of your artists and
Why
all that
can't we
shit.
see the other lady?
I'm
Oh,
telling y'all,
yeah,
listen.
yeah.
If these women
Yeah, 'cause
asking for money,
we got black
also
too,
black
man.
So black TV.
they prostitutes.
We got
Y'all see
black.
how they-
Wait a minute. Okay, I guess we'll end the show on that note.
They want money for their time.
Then they
You know,
prostitute.
they prostitutes.
That's true by definition.
By definition, if
I
you
say
gotta,
women
if
that
you
all the
gotta
time.
pay her to go out for her time, she a prostitute.
You call prostitute. You say that all
There's
right.
women out here that got the bag. You a sugar mama?
Now look, check it out.
Yeah, you a sugar mama? You ain't no sugar mama? You don't want to admit it. It's all good.
No. Look, check it out. That only depends on the dude if they're a prostitute, bro.
No.
No, it's definitely a definition.
No.
Hey, hold on, let me finish. Can I finish?
What you said?
I thought you was done.
Let me finish, right? What I mean, listen. No. What I mean
He's
is,
got a point.
check it out. What I mean is, there are some women who require a man to do a whole lot before they give him some pussy, and then there are the same women that don't require this man to do not that much to get this nigga some pussy, right? So a nigga may come to you and he be like, hey, I don't really like this nigga, but I might give him some pussy if he does ABCXYZ, QRSTWZV, RSTLNE, right? It depends on him. If he ain't got it, then he got to do what he needs to do to get him some pussy. But if the nigga got it, he ain't got to do a lot to get him no pussy.
You got a license.
I'm done.
Lights.
Jam Radio.